right, ready for a deep dive? Today we're going into this really dramatic biblical story.
Oh, yeah.
It's full of lessons on wisdom and humility
Okay.
and conflict resolution.
I like it.
And we're talking about David.
No way, David. Like King David.
Yeah, David,
Whoa.
but before he was king.
Before the crown.
Exactly,
Yeah.
when he was leading, out in the wilderness.
Gotcha.
So these ancient stories.
Yeah.
It's interesting how they still,
I know. Resonate like thousands of years later.
Right.
Still the same
Yeah.
challenges of leadership.
Exactly. It's like looking in a mirror.
It really is.
So picture this. David and his men,
Okay.
they're out in the wilderness, right?
Yeah.
Resources are tight.
Uh-huh.
They need provisions.
Okay.
And it just so happens that it's sheep shearing time.
Oh.
So there's this feasting and celebration. And
Always.
nearby,
Yeah.
there's this really wealthy guy named Nabal.
Nabal.
And he's having this big, huge event.
Okay, so
And Nabal has thousands of sheep and goats.
he's powerful.
Yeah, very powerful.
Got it.
So David, recognizing this,
Mhm.
sends 10 of his men to Nabal
Okay.
with a polite request.
Just asking.
Yeah, for some provisions.
Okay.
And he even reminds him,
That's smart.
the protection David's
Yeah.
men have provided.
To Nabal's shepherds.
Yeah, in the past.
Seems like a reasonable request.
Totally reasonable.
Given the circumstance.
All right.
Yeah.
Like good neighborly.
Yeah, totally.
But
Okay.
Nabal,
Uh-huh.
instead of
Yeah.
extending a helping hand,
Yeah.
he responds with,
What?
no way,
God.
complete arrogance.
What?
Yeah, and insults David.
Oh, man.
He scoffs at the request.
Like questioning his authority.
Yeah, like David's legitimacy.
Wow.
And refuses to share anything.
So it's more than a refusal of
Okay,
supplies.
it's a huge affront to David's honor.
Especially since he's already best known.
Yeah, he's a warrior.
Right.
You can
Yeah.
imagine
I can.
how David and his men felt.
Yeah.
They've
yeah.
been working hard
Right. Yeah.
to protect everyone.
To keep everybody safe.
And this is how they're repaid.
Ouch.
So, naturally,
Oh, no,
David,
no.
he's known for his fiery spirit, right? He gets enraged.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, and he gathers 400 men,
Okay.
swords drawn,
Wow.
ready to march on Nabal's estate.
Whoa.
Talk about a tense situation.
Yeah. Things are heating up.
Could have been a bloodbath.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, 400 men,
Harmed.
fueled by anger.
And that sense of betrayal.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's a recipe for disaster.
Total.
But
Yeah.
before David can act,
Uh-huh.
a new character
Yeah.
enters the scene.
All right.
Nabal's wife,
Okay.
Abigail.
Thank goodness for Abigail.
Right.
So she's described as intelligent, beautiful,
Hmm.
but most importantly, she was a woman of incredible, yes, understanding and wisdom.
So it's such a stark contrast.
Yeah.
Nabal, he's blind.
Blinded by
By
pride.
Arrogance. Yeah.
He doesn't even see the danger
Nope.
that he brought on himself.
And his whole household.
Right.
But Abigail,
Yeah.
with her clear thinking,
Yeah. Quick thinking,
she tries to
avert disaster.
stop everything.
And she doesn't hesitate at all.
Wow.
No, she doesn't even tell her husband.
Wow.
And she gathers up all this stuff.
Like what?
Like bread, wine, sheep, raisins, figs.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
Okay.
All this stuff.
Wow.
Loads it all up
Yeah.
and sets off with her servants
Where's she going?
to intercept David.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Before they reach Nabal's estate.
Putting herself on the line
Oh, yeah. Big time.
to stop a war.
That shows such initiative and courage.
Time is of the essence.
Right.
Got to act fast.
Swiftly and decisively.
Prevent bloodshed.
It's like the opposite of aggression.
Right.
Choosing diplomacy when
Yeah.
facing.
This powerful, angry force.
Yeah.
So picture it.
Okay.
David and his men marching.
Swords out.
Yeah, swords at the ready.
They're coming for Nabal.
They are.
Okay.
And then they come face to face
Yeah.
with this caravan
Okay.
led by Abigail,
All right.
who's not just beautiful,
Yeah.
but also so eloquent and poised.
Like the ultimate
God,
conflict resolution.
It's amazing.
So Abigail, she goes up to David.
yeah.
Respect,
Yeah.
humility,
Acknowledging his position.
begging for mercy.
Yeah, for her husband
Wow.
and for her household.
Saying, don't let Nabal ruin everything.
She's not making excuses,
No.
but she's so skillful.
She gets it.
Yeah, and appealing to David's sense of justice,
Reminding him.
of his destiny,
Yeah, to be a leader.
the greater purpose.
Don't let anger win.
It's incredible.
It really is.
She just de-escalates everything.
Yeah.
Her words are perfect. They really are.
Like she knew exactly what to say. to get through to David.
Like appealing to his values.
And his aspirations.
Reminding him that God is in control.
And vengeance.
Belongs to a higher power. The power of perspective.
Choosing wisdom over being impulsive.
Yeah.
Right.
Seeing the big picture.
Even when the things are heated.
The emotions are high.
So what does David do?
Does he listen to her? It's intense.
It is, right?
I'm like edge of my seat.
So what happens?
Did he listen?
He does.
No way.
Yeah.
So he just, like, backs down.
He does.
Wow.
He recognizes her wisdom,
Yeah.
her courage,
Okay.
and even says
What?
God's hand is in this.
Wow.
So he accepts the gifts.
All the food and stuff?
Yeah, everything.
Wow.
And calls off the attack.
It's like she saved the day.
She did.
Abigail really prevented a massacre
Probably, yeah.
if she hadn't stepped in.
It's scary to think about
Right.
what could have happened. So much bloodshed.
Yeah.
One person
Literally changed everything.
changed the course of history.
Powerful.
It really makes you think
It does.
about conflict resolution,
Yeah.
even today, you know?
Totally.
Like in our modern lives,
right.
it's so easy to get angry
Oh, yeah.
and want justice.
Like on your own terms.
Exactly.
Right.
But Abigail shows us another way,
She does, yeah.
how to de-escalate,
Yeah, took responsibility.
even when it wasn't her fault.
Which is hard to do.
It really is.
But she shows us how
She didn't attack or blame.
respect.
Yeah, and she appealed to David's better nature with humility.
Like she knew exactly how to persuade him.
But it wasn't manipulation.
Right.
Right.
No, not at all. It was like
Appealing to his values.
defense of justice.
It is guest
The bigger picture. And
Yeah.
she reminds him, vengeance belongs to God.
Powerful message.
So we shouldn't try to...
Take it into our own hands.
Exactly.
Instead of reacting defensively,
Yeah.
what if we tried to understand?
Each other.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
And what about Nabal?
Oh, yeah. What about him?
What happened to him?
So
Yeah.
when he finds out
Yeah.
what his wife did
Mhm.
and how much danger he was in,
Okay.
he just shuts down.
Really?
Yeah.
Like emotionally?
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
Maybe fear, guilt.
Could be.
And then 10 days later,
Yeah.
he dies.
Oh, wow. It's like a kind of justice.
Yeah, almost like
Yeah.
poetic justice.
Is tried in arrogance.
Lead to his downfall.
It's the opposite of Abigail.
Totally different path.
She was tied to this guy
Yeah.
who didn't understand humility
Our generosity.
at all.
Right.
And yet she saves everyone
Yeah.
and then gains influence.
And respect.
Yeah.
Showing that true leadership.
Isn't about power or wealth,
Right.
but about
character
well.
making good choices.
yeah,
For everyone.
not just yourself.
Exactly.
So after all that, what happens to her?
Well, after a while,
Yeah.
David actually sends for Abigail.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, and asks her
To marry him.
to marry him. Wow, what a story.
It is, right?
So she goes from
Yeah.
this horrible husband
Who works?
to marrying the future king.
Yeah. It's amazing.
It's all about choices.
Making wise choices.
Even when it's hard.
Even when it's tough.
She could have given up,
Oh, yeah.
but she didn't.
She shows a different path.
Yeah. Courage, wisdom,
A
compassion.
powerful reminder that we always have the power to choose.
Even when things are bad,
And those choices.
make all the difference.
So,
Yeah, as we finish up,
yeah, our deep dive,
what should we remember?
humility and wisdom,
Yes.
especially when there's conflict.
Like Abigail,
Yeah.
showing us
That sometimes,
restraint is the most courageous thing.
and seeking peace,
Yeah.
working towards a resolution,
We can all make a difference.
even in tough situations, like Abigail.
We can be proactive peacemakers.
Yes.
De-escalate things.
Build understanding.
And remember,
Yeah.
real leadership isn't about power
It's about serving others,
and making wise choices.
leaving the world better.
Think about Abigail's wisdom.
Where can you use that?
How can you be a force for peace?
In your own life.
Make the world a little brighter.
One good choice at a time.
Thanks for joining us.
Until next time.